Good morning. How you guys doing? Is you doing? Cause I'm doing. I got a lot of questions in the past week, and I'm feeling up to yammering. So I will make one of my normal videos, and I'm not naked. I always have to add that because there's gonna be one person be like, "Were you naked while you was making that video?" Maybe. What's it to you? So people have been asking about the brain painting and how that works and how that goes for me. I've made videos about the brain painting specifically, but because it's such a huge part of my life, and I got stuff in my eye. Since it's a huge part of my life, I will kind of go in a little bit of detail. I don't know how I managed to get my glasses so dirty. You would think that I just lay down a greasy paper towel, just rub them all over my glasses, because my face ain't greasy. So I don't really know. I don't know how I think it's because of maybe I put my hands on it or something, a lot. So brain painting. Show you. Brain painting is it's not. It's actually a very weird process because I have to go in there and then they hook up an EEG. Which it measures my brain waves, and then they play this like funky music, not like play that funky music, white boy, not that kind of funky music, but like beeps and boops and like a record scratch. It's very strange kind of weird noises that it plays to kind of rewire my brain meats. I am very lucky because this isn't available everywhere, and I'm a very different person from the time I started it until now I've been doing it for pretty close to a year, and I've done it off and on, and I've noticed that every time I have stopped for a large amount of time, usually like two months, it really messes with my personality and like how I feel about myself. In general, I have more anxiety and more depression whenever I get off of it. So, excuse me. So, you can look into neurofeedback, or you can look into what's called brain painting and see if they have it in your area, and then you can see whether or not you can get in for it, because it has absolutely changed my life, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And then when me and Matthew were looking into moving to Montreal, they actually have that up there, so that was a comfort for me to know that when we do happen to move, I will have that available to me. And yes, people asked if that was a hickey. Yes, that was a big gigantic hickey. My husband is an octopus and sometimes just doesn't know when to let go, so it's obviously much better. He's handsy, okay? He likes his woman. So I'm really happy and kind of excited about knowing that when I do move in a couple years from now, that I will have that available to me. So y'all Canadians, you guys have it up there. I don't know if you have it in your specific part, but if you're in Montreal, they have brain painting up there. I think they call it EEG Neurofeedback, I think is what they call it up that ways. And I don't know how, like, somebody who lives in Canada, can you tell me, do you have to get referrals for that kind of stuff and then you could go, or do you just walk into an office and be like, hey, I'm Canadian, I have free healthcare, sign me up? How does that stuff work? Inquiring minds, meaning mine, would like to know. So another question, another lady left on here. I don't have time, and I'm being honest with you. I don't have time to answer each and every comment, but that doesn't mean that I don't care about your comments, and that doesn't mean that I don't, your comment is less than. I will try to answer them better up here, and that way, it's more personable. You guys can see me, and I can answer it in a better way if I'm doing it per video instead of trying to type on my teeny tiny laptop because sausage fingers. So I typically answer a few per video, and then I'll come on here and address anything else that I saw really needed it. But I did want you guys to know that I absolutely love your comments and your faces, and you know, I fucking love you. Like, I don't even know how else to say it. Another lady asked me what post-op pain is like. I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I've said this many times before, but I have too many damn videos for somebody to go through them all. Post-op pain depends on the surgery. My gastric bypass is still the worst one I've ever had. When they had cut down towards the lower part of my my stomach, when I still had that gigantic pannus, the weight pulling on that specific area was excruciating, and they sent me home with Dilaudid, and it still hurt for me to move. Anytime I would move and that sucker would move, I would be screaming. We had to put like a sheet underneath my stomach to hold my stomach up so it would quit pulling on that area, because it hurt too bad. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. I just keep showing you guys I'm wearing clothes. In case somebody starts skipping through the video, they're like, oh God, she's naked. But I'm not. No. So post-op pain is probably different for everybody. I mean, obviously. But I'm telling you, the last couple of surgeries I've had, Matthew has always added a video of me coming right out of recovery, and I look like horse shit. Not only that, but I am super cryy, emotional, and I remember nothing, because they give you the good shit in the hospital, girl, and I don't remember a damn bit. I don't remember seeing anybody. As long as they have me on Dilaudid while I'm in the hospital, I don't remember my own name. You can have a full-ass conversation. My husband says that, I have full-ass conversations with people, and until they have removed the Dilaudid and I'm at home like 2 or 3 days later when that shit wears out of my system, no clue that somebody was talking to me. Like, I had people come visit me in the hospital, and I had no idea. Like, my mother-in-law, after my band was put in, came to visit me. Well, she even brought me a present. I was like, I don't know, because I was like, where'd I get these from? Like, it usually takes me a few days to wake up, but I'm sensitive to medication like that, and so, post-op pain is going to be different for everybody. It really is. It's just going to be absolutely different for each and every person. But I could tell you, for me specifically, I don't remember jack nor shit until they've weaned me off all the good stuff and I'm about to go home. The medicine that I take when I go home is I always ask for liquid Roxycontin, and that's because taking pills doesn't hit me as fast, and so I like having it the liquid form, so I'm immediately getting it. Like, it immediately goes in and starts absorbing, and yeah. I even go so far to like let it sit underneath my tongue for a minute or so before I swallow it. So yes, I said swaller. Southern, what can you do? Another person asked me how I've been doing. I'm okay. I mean, life is what life is, and I think the biggest thing for me right now is just focusing on strengthening my hips. So I go on Monday to go see my PCM again, and I'm going to ask for extra physical therapy because I need to strengthen this hip. If they're not going to be able to fix it and they're not willing to really help me in the ways that I need help, then I'm going to ask them to give me more physical therapy. I'm going to force it because what I'm doing right now is kind of doo-doo cock-a-pee-pee, and I'm not, it's not enough. I'm one of those people that, I really like to get on the ball. I really like to give it my all, and I like to, I like to make sure that, you know, I'm doing everything I can. So I'm going to ask for extra physical therapy. And then I'm still going to the pool. I wish I had a pool partner. You know, Elise is supposed to go to the pool with me, but she doesn't. So it's usually just me, and I get bored very quickly. So like after an hour of me swimming and walking and jogging and, you know, doing weights and stuff in the pool, I get bored. That's why I really liked working out with Megan, because I had somebody there to feed off of, and then, you know, it was a lot more fun. I like working out with others. So I think I want to start doing the recumbent bike again. So I want to try and see how my hip feels doing a recumbent bike. I think, you know, it may not bother me. I'm not sure. That's just something that I'm going to have to, you know, kind of see, because there's only so much I can do in the pool. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like I'm getting the workout that I do when I really get to work out, and I enjoy that feeling of accomplishment. So I don't feel like I'm really getting it with that. So I'm gonna go to the gym tonight, and I'm gonna try, before I go swimming, I'm gonna try the recumbent bike and see how that does. I don't have to do, you know, an hour on it like I'm used to. I can just try 5 minutes and see how my hip feels. And then if 5 minutes is okay, I may go sit in the hot tub and then go do my, you know, and then I could just build up. Injuring yourself or having issues is not the end of the world, guys. Like, you know, you don't have to lay down and die when something goes wrong, because I'm not doing that. Like, you know, so I can't get a hip replacement. Boo frickin' who? You know, there's other things I can do. I can work on my arms. I can work on my chest. I can work on my back. I can, you know, there's all kinds of different things that I can do, you know, to stay as healthy as I can, that doesn't require the use of my hip. So, you know, I know it's really easy to give up. I know it's super easy to give up when things are looking really down, but it's not worth it. I want to get back to where I was. I want to get back to feeling good about myself. I want to get back to, you know, making gym videos and having fun and just enjoying life. And will it be pain-free? Probably not. Is it still worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. 100% worth it. Another person was asking me the kind of medication I take for my mental disorders. So the only things that I take right now that I'm willing to take. So the first thing I need to explain to you is I will not take Zoloft, Prozac. You know, I've done Risperdal, I've done Triliptal, I've done Effexor, I've done Buspar, I've done the gambit since I was about 20 years old of you know, these kinds of medications. And sorry. And the only ones that I'm willing to use that I've found that do exactly what I need is the Wellbutrin, and that's because it doesn't give me any side effects. I'm a very side effectsy kind of person. And the Ativan. So a lot of people worry about Ativan because it's a what's that called? Oh, poopy-doo. Hold on. I want to say an SSI or, hold on. Benzo. It's a benzo. Excuse me. And you're not meant to be on benzos for a long amount of time because it can really screw with your serotonin and stuff like that. So I don't take Ativan every single solitary day. It's not a pill that I pop once a day or something like that. Ativan is short-lived, so it doesn't really work for a long time. It's when I feel myself losing control when I feel like really upset, like, you know, I'm crying, or, you know, like I'm really angry, or, you know, I feel super panicky, or, you know, when I can't control myself, that's when I take an Ativan. And it works really, really well for me. And I've talked to my PCM about taking, you know, something else. And Ativan has been working for me, so we're going to continue on the Ativan and just not worry about anything else. So I don't take any of the other medications. And Wellbutrin seems to do its best for me. So another question, you know, you guys have been asking is, am I still using the patches at this specific moment? No, I'm not using any of the patches, because I'm going to get a hold of them and start asking some questions. I went back to taking all of my oral medication after I got my blood work back. Now, nothing else was wrong with my blood work except for the iron. So, you know, I don't know. I'm going to talk about it. There's nothing wrong with getting some more information. I did notice that the patches for the melatonin did work well for me. But, you know, as far as the glucosamine chondroitin or the CoQ10, I didn't really notice any added benefit. That doesn't mean it didn't give me any. It just means that I didn't really notice. So I really need to go back and start talking with Jennifer and like get some answers before, you know, I think that's important. And I told you guys when I made that video that, you know, they may not work, and that I would show you guys what I was doing with them and how they worked for me, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't work for you. That just means that for me and my body type, it didn't work for me, and that's okay. And so I'm supplementing with other stuff in order to try to get my iron where it needs to be. Another really important thing, I think, is this is probably one of the most important things that, you know, I can kind of impart on you guys. It is really easy to make friends here on you know, Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. But eventually, you know, people are going to come into, you know, conflicts with people. And it says a lot about somebody when they have a conflict that they feel like they can't be resolved, whether or not to, you know, continually bash somebody on social media, continue to talk about somebody behind their back to other people that happen to don't like that person on social media, or if they just stop and just say, you know what, not worth it. People come in and out of your life for a reason, and whatever reason that is, you know, they teach you something, they help you with something, they, you know, they were, for some reason, they were woven into your life for a specific reason. And the best thing that you can do for yourself, and the best thing that you can do to clear your conscience and make yourself happy at the end of the day, is just say, you know what? I wish you all the best in the absolute world. I hope you are the happiest person that has ever lived. I hope that you get everything that you ever wanted. And, you know, God bless and good day. I said good day, sir. So that is the biggest thing I can say, because it does no one any good to do passive-aggressive posts on your Facebook. It doesn't do anybody good to do passive-aggressive videos. It doesn't do anybody good to sit there and just, no, this person, that person did this. She said, I did that shit last year with a bunch of ladies, and nope. I don't got time for that shit. I don't want to. I don't want to do it anymore. And, you know, it hurts my feelings that things could not be resolved with any of them. It hurts my feelings that things couldn't be resolved. But, you know, that's life. And you're not always going to get along with people. And you're not always going to be the best of friends with everybody that comes along your way. Be happy with the times that you shared. Be excited for, you know, for whatever comes their way. Wish them the damn best, and then just close the door. And that's what I had to do. And that's what I continue to do. I would rather just, I wish you the best. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your year. And I hope 2017 is even better for you. Bye-bye. But that's it. So I really needed to impart that because, you know, I've been dealing with some drama in the past week. And it was really easy for me to start with that passive aggressive, you know, oh, blah. And it's not worth it. Just don't. Because that's belittling yourself. And that's doing high school shit. And I'm not going to be that person. I don't like that person. And so I cut it off as soon as possible. And that's all you got to do. So I love your beautiful, gorgeous, amazing face. I hope I answered some questions for you. I'll continue to look through your stuff. Chris said that she does take custom orders, that you can message her here on YouTube. Let me open up my thingy here and tell you her name on this piece. Hold on. Hold up. What does she name herself on here? Where is it? Hold on, guys. Chris W. CRISW. You can message her. You can go on my YouTube on that last one where I showed you where I got them gifts, and she's written down at the bottom. So you could just click on her thing and message her. She does. She made all of those things that she sent me. So if you're looking to have that stuff done, she takes custom orders, and I love her face. So I'll talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye.